Now, over the last 2 years, JoyNews has reported on how communities in the Bongo and Kassina-Nankana West districts of the Upper East region were constructing household latrines to help combat open defecation, following the advocacy work of WaterAid Ghana in those areas. Now, the impact of climate change is threatening the sustainability of those latrines, as many have collapsed following the torrential rains, which led to floods that killed some 28 people and left thousands displaced in the area last year. Here's correspondent Albert Sori's report.
2 years ago, Rosina Nsobila and members of her household were using this household latrine they built themselves. Today, she is standing near a pile of the rubble from what used to be their household latrine.
It was during the rainy season time. Because of the rains heavily, I woke up one day and it's like there was some crack mark all over. So I was having in mind that no matter what, it by almost collapsed. So one day it was in the afternoon around 12 to 1 when one guy was to enter there. So I hear some sound and I asked him to go here, not to enter there. If not that, maybe it may collapse on him. So when he just moved, no, the thing just came down.
This is the Asaloko community in the Bongo district, one of several communities now declared open defecation free following the work of WaterAid Ghana. The residents had mobilized and built their own household latrines in response to the eye-opening water, sanitation and hygiene, or WASH for Public Health project implemented by WaterAid Ghana.
It was WaterAid people who came to our community to talk about hygiene, how to handle ourselves and all those things. So it was through them that we get to know that doing open defecation is no good. Firstly, we always go anyhow where you can hide yourself and free yourself. But from then they came and taught us about how going to toilet openly is no good. How the flies will go and sit in it and come and touch our food and we eat. That's why we go ahead to construct the latrines.
Torrential rains and accompanying floods in the Upper East region last year collapsed many homes, killing at least 28 people. The latrines, built by the people of Asaloko and other communities here in the Bongo and Kassina-Nankana West districts, were not spared in the disaster. Rosina's family's latrine was one of them.
It's not easy for us, simply because when you feel like going to toilet and in the daytime you get to our neighbor house to do, if you get there and somebody is there, you have to wait.
Other homes lost their latrines to the floods, including the families of Awene Agoni and Azore Inyaba, who were just looking through the debris of their collapsed latrines at the time of our visits.
Meanwhile, the director of WaterAid Ghana is urging government to help residents build resilient structures. He spoke on the AM show with me earlier.
In Ghana's the National Climate Adaptation Strategy, we are talking of preserving and conserving the water resources in terms of quantity and quality. So let's ask ourselves whether this collapsed toilet could have any impact on the groundwater that may serve as a resource for some other communities. So because of this, government needs to be concerned and we all need to be concerned. So it is important that we come up with alternatives to support them to build resilient toilets.
What would they need?
They will need to line the pit. Yeah. Because what we are doing now is the Aprotech, that people just dig pits, deck it with mud or sticks and other things, local material. But because the water table will rise during the rainy season. In fact, last year what happened was it was torrential rain, which lasted for a very long time.
Comes back to the whole climate change.
Exactly. So once that happens, they are not able to sustain. And one other thing is that people also don't place premium on the toilet. They think it's just a basic thing. Unlike their building that they use mud, the buildings are standing, they have not collapsed. Why should the toilet collapse? So in terms of capacity development, in terms of awareness creation, that it is as equally as important as your household, as your house that you have built, we need to do the best. All in all, they will need to line the pit.
Okay. And that will cost. That would
cost. That's
cement.
cement.